Welcome to Hammer
Dahn.
the #1 sports gambling program coming out of the Pat McAfee Thunderdome. I am not Tone Diggs. I am Bubba Gumpino. I am joined by the Connecticut sensation,
Oh, that's a
the
good one.
strap-backed wonder, Brucey Bruce.
What's going on, dude?
What is going on, Bruce?
Kind of a sleepy college basketball Wednesday, you know, this midweek lull of sports betting where you accidentally bet your entire account and say, man, I wish I saved that for the Pac-12 championship.
We were very spoiled with midweek. What was it?
Weekday Conference USA followed by,
Maction.
everybody knows Maction.
Yeah, we were very spoiled on that. How we doing back there, Mitt?
You know, we're running the ones and twos back here. Had a pretty good night last night in the NBA.
Nice.
5-0-1. I think we had some winners up there too.
Is that good?
College basketball was very good.
Well, I'm glad
Everything
you guys
was
are
pretty
doing
good.
well.
What happened, Bruce?
I
I mean, I tried to warn you about Syracuse. You go against Syracuse on a Tuesday on your own accord.
Yeah, I said when I said there's 0% chance that Fordham covers that I wasn't sure if I was gonna bet it because I didn't know if I wanted to be a sicko and set that tone for my whole week. I did bet it. I did take Manhattan plus 12.5. Fordham did win by 45, and now I'm just stewing in that curse. But tonight I'm shaking it off. I'm reloading the clip, and I'm firing on some college basketball that I feel pretty good about.
We have a massive college basketball
It is, and a good slate. Some good matchups. We're kind of out of the, teams are coming out of the NIT preseason. They're coming out of the Bahamas. They're coming out of the Paradise Jam in St. Thomas, getting back to their home courts. Some true road tests coming up tonight, which I like to see.
Bradley 6-0.
Good,
Proud Bradley teams.
good for the Bradley Coopers.
Let's take a look at the college football championship weekend lines. We looked at a little NFL yesterday. First game, we got the Friday night, 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
New Mexico State is now plus 11 versus Liberty. Thoughts? Early lean here, that feels like too many points here. I feel like every time I've seen New Mexico State, they have covered this year. I think they are one of the top covering teams in the nation, if I'm not mistaken.
Certainly. I will most likely blindly play New Mexico State plus the 11 just because I believe it is too many points for a championship game. But I do get a little spooked just because I know Liberty Bibberty and the program they got over there. I feel like they could maybe pull away late and do the betters in. But I don't know. I'm really just trying to make sense of Oregon laying 9.5 right now, to be honest with you.
I was gonna I'm a Husky man, you know.
I know it.
I grew up on the West Coast.
Mhm.
You either like the Huskies or you like the Ducks.
Oh yeah.
I chose the Huskies from early age. I wanted the Huskies. I like the Huskies. I don't understand I know Washington hasn't been great, but they've been winning close games. Whereas Oregon's just been blowing everybody out.
Yeah.
Obviously, you want to be the team that blows everybody out.
And
But is there a thought?
Oregon's only close game, they lost to Washington.
Is there a thought that because Washington's been playing in these close games, the only word for me is Penix hasn't been himself?
No, it's been low scoring,
Yes.
kind of hitting the under, grinding it out. The defense has been pretty stout of late, it feels like.
But I don't remember a time where a team beat a team earlier in the season and we got to this game again, and that team's laying 9.5, and it's like everyone's like Oregon's winning. They're
Oregon's
in the college
boat
football
racing them.
playoff.
Yeah.
Like I know Oregon's looked good, but I don't think you can just write off the Huskies all of a sudden out of nowhere.
Well, and it's kind of wild how this was your Heisman pick to start the year, Penix, actually. It's wild how he's been just kind of shooed out of the conversation. Now all the juice is going towards Bo Nix. They think that Bo Nix is going to obviously have a great game if that's the case. But what about Penix playing in the rain the last 2 weeks? Like, where is this game at? Isn't it in
Vegas,
Pasadena?
neutral.
Oh, it's in Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that is a huge factor in this. If Penix isn't playing in the rain, I think he's going to be a dog.
I don't pay for the preem on the app that a lot of bettors use anymore, so I can't see the money percentage, but the tickets, it does seem like the public is in fact on the Oregon Ducks, which again, I'm even more pretzel brained by because it feels like they're begging you to take Washington.
Wait,
Like, I think it opened at what? Did it open at
It
7.5?
Yeah, mine says open.
See, when it opened at 7.5, I was like, even that felt high. And now we're sitting here on Wednesday, and we're at 9.5. Like, I mean, I'm taking the Huskies plus the 9.5, and if you're doing that, throw them at plus 300 to win.
Yeah.
Because I think if the Huskies win, or if the Huskies cover, I think the Huskies win.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. Bruce, what I'm seeing is that 55% of the bets and 69% of the money is on Oregon to cover the 9.5.
Okay. Yep.
That's why.
So the public is, in fact, on the Oregon Ducks. My bet is made, I believe. Obviously, we got picks Friday brewing. But I think I'm joining you. I'm going to buy it up to the 10, and I don't know about the I hear you.
I got
if they cover, they win.
I got a sprinkle.
I'm just going to take my 10.5.
We also got the kind of send off. We got the last Pac-12 college football game ever last Saturday. Cal beat UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy this one on Friday night.
Yeah.
How about this is the last Pac-12 championship in college football we will ever see, my friend.
Yep. And I know people are excited about the new look Big Ten next year. I'm not.
No.
Yeah,
I want to watch. I want this. I want a Pac-12 championship on Friday. And you know what? I want to go to Lucas Oil on Saturday, and I want to watch Michigan against Iowa because it feels right.
Yep. And I was excited about the 12-team playoff, but then you show me the graphic of what it would be this year. And you got Ohio State, Michigan. Then you got Ohio State, Michigan Big Ten championship. Then you got Ohio State, Michigan semifinal. Like, it's all, at least now, seems like it might be a bit of a mess.
I think it's also just you're not going to get a bitch from people. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but you are about.
Are you?
The
Are
8
you?
seed. The 8 seed's going to be like, oh, who is it? And why is Tulane in at 12?
Fuck that. Who cares?
I just feel like I think 8. I think if you could have kept the conferences how they are and had 8,
yeah,
I think that would have been the
probably
perfect. Because then you get 4 quarters, you get 2 semis, and then you get the final.
Yep.
And if you're sitting at 9, guess what? I don't give a fuck if Penn State is in a playoff playing Georgia in the first round. Because it doesn't matter.
You're right. And you are right. We should just enjoy the last Friday night thrill of a Pac-12 championship at beautiful Allegiant Stadium.
It's a fast track. I think that's also why people think Oregon but I don't think Huskies are a slow team.
No.
Like, they can run the ball too.
Yeah.
I think it's just defensively they've lost a couple guys, but yeah.
They struggle on the road?
I think they struggle against the pass. Pretty sure.
I don't know.
I think that's been their big problem, which Bo Nix might let them up.
I mean, they ain't USC against the pass, at least.
USC is gonna get killed in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Like, if you thought your defense got exposed.
Yep, Lincoln Riley needs to be wheels up to Iowa, try to pry a few Ferentz dogs away.
Right now, like, think about it right now. Like, what would the spread be on USC Iowa game? You think USC's laying what?
At Kinnick?
Yeah.
It's at
10?
Kinnick.
At Kinnick,
I'd say they'd probably lay in 7.5.
Say 7.5, and they'll lose 12 to fucking 6.
Dude, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting times. Obviously, I mean, it's just a damn shame that the Pac-12 fucked it up. You know?
Yeah.
They had the chance, and the guy fucked it up. What
guys are gonna get rosters as constructed, and obviously with the portal and recruits, everything can change really quickly. But like, it feels like Pac-12 kids are gonna get like hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fuck ton of travel. And
Yeah,
then that's gonna lead to like, it's not not even in football, but like other sports, like basketball especially. You're gonna be playing a shit ton of like back-to-backs basically, because you're gonna go to Ohio
imagine they'll
State.
just stay.
Yeah,
or you can't even stay. Where are you gonna
stay in between like Ohio?
Where are you
State,
gonna
Michigan,
practice?
I don't
Like,
know.
all the kids are going to fucking school.
Are we gonna end up with like a USC campus in Illinois?
I mean, like damn near.
Legit. I don't know what you do.
Start buying up like small colleges in the Midwest and being like, this is USC now.
If USC and UCLA partnered with the school, it would actually totally fucking work.
Imagine it's just a dumpster fire though after all these years.
Might be.
On to Saturday. Texas is now favored by 15.5 against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I mean, what it opened at, I think 11.5.
May have even been 10 and a half.
Yeah, so this thing's long gone in terms of like value shopping.
You can't even put it in a money line parlay
Yeah.
because it's minus 700. Like
Well, no, that's
you
still-
can in like
Yeah.
a 4 if you were going like a 4 team like
Get
if
you
you
20 cents.
yeah, if you're going Michigan,
I mean-
Texas, Toledo, like you could, but it's like I'm not laying 15 and a half.
I could see a world where I buy 13.5. I think Texas knows that they can't have a close one. They got to show the committee, hey, we belong in there. So I of all the favorites this weekend, this is the one where I think that they roll. And with that said, maybe the play is buying it up to 17.5 and rolling with the Cowboys. I don't know. Do they have the man meat? Do they have the man meat in the middle?
Gundy will get the boys going.
Yeah, Gundy knows. Any man with a mullet knows about man meat in the middle.
It would have been hindsight. BYU beats Oklahoma State. We get the Red River rivalry.
Yep, I still go back to the butterfly effect of Dabo not using the portal and instead having some Wall Street kid that used to kick on the team come back and try to make a game-winning field goal against Florida State.
That is tough.
It's crazy how that shakes out.
Miami, Ohio, back up to 8 against Toledo.
Oh, I laid it this.
Yeah.
I played it this morning, so that stinks. But I'm on Miami of Ohio. Everyone knows
I think
the rules.
you have to be, dude.
You do not fear Toledo, and you don't respect Kent State.
I mean, it's a 10-2 team against 11-1 team. I don't think that warrants a 8-point favorite.
No, and there's some crazy MAC championship trend where like the underdogs are like 12-5 in the last 17. So
Probably straight up.
Yeah, a lot of them
Yeah,
have
I
gone
probably.
imagine
straight
if
up.
I know the
probably
back,
a lot
I think I know
of
the back.
3.5s winning
Yeah.
outright. Yeah, I'd say so. I definitely like Miami of Ohio. Probably one of my favorite plays this weekend.
Yes, sir. Boise State laying 2.5 against UNLV. What is this?
I don't know, honestly.
7-5 laying 2.5 against 9-3.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. This feels like another man meat situation though.
Where
I
is
know,
the game?
I know Boise State's got some big boys.
It should be. It's not at Colorado State. It would be like at Boise State. I'm pretty sure they play it at Boise State in general.
Yeah, I mean, just full disclosure, I don't think I've seen UNLV.
UNLV is hosting Boise State.
I haven't seen a snap of UNLV, but I know Mark Davis is a big supporter.
Yeah, I haven't watched much UNLV myself, but if Boise State's not playing on that blue field, I tend to go with the other side.
Yeah.
Georgia to 5.5 against Bama.
Ah,
I don't know here. This is one that I've been going back and forth on. I want to take Bama plus 5.5, but I think Georgia's in like.
Yeah, and we should be getting a healthy 7, right? Like at least like a 6,
We
6.5.
we got up to 6.5 yesterday.
yeah,
Now we're
yeah.
back to 5.5.
Back to 5.5. So I think how it ping pongs around means a lot. At the 5.5 number, I certainly lean to Georgia, just kind of asserting themselves and Kirby Smart, being like we are the top dog.
I know we don't bet totals.
Mm-hmm.
What, 54.5 here. What do we say?
That's
Over.
high, but they're both. I don't know. It's hard. Talented offenses.
Mitt, you're a big total guy. Over.
yeah, I'm a big over guy in general. I think this
Respect.
is an over one. I like both the offenses. I think they're going to come out firing. If you're going to bet Bama, I think you should just bet a money line. I'm probably leaning Georgia at 5.5 right now. I just think Georgia's a lot better. I think their quarterback's a little better. He's not that he's more experienced, but he didn't get pulled this year. Like, I don't know.
Carson Beck. Better in the sense of
He didn't get pulled.
better in the sense of like
Carson
at game management, or better in the sense of
I
like,
love
Game
me some
manager.
Jalen Milroe,
Yeah.
dude.
All right.
Legitimately love me some Jalen Milroe.
yeah, me too. He's a beast.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's where I give him the edge, but like Bowers, McConkey, like just the continuity that
Yeah.
they have offensively, and obviously their defensive front has been elite
One
for
thing you can say about
almost
both
a decade
these teams,
now.
if they have gotten better as the season's gone on.
aging like fine wine.
Yes, that's what I wish. I mean, Bama did get smacked by Texas, though. We can't act like that was.
At home.
Yes, we can't act like that was a game that they didn't deserve to lose.
Yeah, you can't. And the at home means a ton to me.
Yeah. App State catching 6 against Troy.
Sign me up, I guess.
I don't care.
Feels like App State just kind of wins in big games, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I just can't get
certainly
the
does.
picture of App State winning that game at James Madison out of my head.
Yeah, me
And
too.
That's all I can think
Me
about.
too. That's about. I mean, obviously, you got the wallpaper material or bulletin board material. You got the pump up speech ready to go going into James Madison, world beaters, all that jazz. App State against the world, I'm sure, was the vibe. And I bet they're still carrying it. Troy, though, again, is similar to Liberty Bibberty, where I'm just like, I respect this program.
Yeah, maybe Troy and like if you like Troy. I mean, there's a money line parlay to be made here if you like the favorites. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I try to just.
I love a money line parlay.
There's nothing I hate more.
Michigan down to 21.5.
No way.
Yes.
Bullshit.
Sir. Yes, sir.
What happened?
Fucking Iowa money's
Cooper
up in.
DeJean suiting up?
That first half total.
Cade
might
McNamara's?
be up to 1.
Yeah, if Cade
Cade Mc-
McNamara's feeling better.
No, he's telling them the plays.
Spilling all the dirty
Yes.
secrets. Yeah. No, I'm sure.
I
I
might go over 35.5.
I do like that.
Right?
Because if
What was the last time when they played?
they played in
Iowa
the
played Michigan.
Big Ten championship?
I remember what's his name. Fucking Iowa dialed up some sort of a trickery on the first drive when they were driving.
That was Michigan, I believe.
Yeah, it was. Michigan did?
Michigan ran the Edwards pass that they ran against Ohio State as well.
So I think Iowa did it the drive before and missed.
Yes, and then
Yes.
Harbaugh said, okay.
Yeah.
And then Edwards threw a bomb, touchdown. Game was basically over 3 minutes in.
The guy was wide ass open. Too.
Mhm.
The guy missed him. It was a good 5 minutes as an Iowa backer for that one.
Yep.
Louisville plus 2.5. Florida State. I mean, if you like Florida State, take them on the money line. For the vibes, I will be on Louisville.
I will be on Louisville money.
I'm
line.
sorry, Florida State. I mean, I don't want to see a backup quarterback. It's not about the Huskies getting in. It's not about Oregon getting in. I just don't want to see a backup quarterback going up against Georgia.
Yeah, but they are top to
They
bottom.
are deserving.
They are top to bottom better than Louisville. Top to bottom with Rudemaker at quarterback.
You put Norvell over Braum.
More physical.
Braum.
Run the ball better.
Am I
Play
breathing?
defense
Am I
better.
breathing? That video's going to have to make an appearance Saturday afternoon, I'll tell you that.
He should have never left Purdue.
Do I have a pulse?
Is this or is this not the XFL?
Is this or is this not to keep Florida State out of the college football playoff?
Hey, I like Brom, but I don't think he's
Florida
putting
State
pads on.
should win, dude.
Yeah, but let's play football.
Yeah, I mean, let's go. And that's all we got for that. Short card in the NBA tonight. We can just go through it here.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not that short. My apologies. Lakers laying 7.5 at Detroit. Mitt, how we feel about your Bulls?
I mean, Detroit's legitimately the worst team in the league. They just lost the shit bowl against the Wizards. So
Yep.
How many they lost straight? 15.
I think
They're up to 13, I believe.
I think they've
So they
lost
started 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Vibes were high.
Vibes were
the
high.
highest paid coach in the NBA, right?
I don't know. I mean, they
He's
got
up
like
there.
they got like 8 top 10 picks on the roster.
I love Cade Cunningham and I love Jade Ivey.
They're both good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what it is either. I think you just need those veteran dogs, or else you got no dog in the fight.
Yeah.
Are you laying it, Mitt?
I mean, who has the veteran dogs? It's the Lakers. They're old as shit.
Lakers are 10-8.
I know, but they don't cover just in general. This is actually a pretty favorable line at 7, but I mean, don't take it. Like you can live bet them and they'll probably be down.
So the Pistons?
Dude, I don't know about this. Like just anything with this team.
Wizards plus 10.5 at Orlando.
I feel like an idiot taking Orlando minus 10.5,
Jeez.
but I did just say that the Wizards are horrible, and Orlando's been playing well, dude. They've been covering. I think they're 10-5. Like, they're really good.
Who's out for the Suns tonight?
That's the big question. I can't tell. It looks like Devin Booker.
Is
Might be
KD
Kevin
playing?
Durant. One of them has to be playing. In my mind, and -3 going into Toronto, I feel like is light. So I like them -3.
Yeah, I'm on Suns money line minus 140.
LeBron is out, right? Or unlikely to play, or
LeBron is questionable.
questionable. I like
Doubtful,
Anthony. I think
really.
Anthony Davis probably goes over his total in Detroit tonight.
Smart.
I don't know. This slate stinks.
Sixers minus 2.5 at the Pelicans. Put me down for the Sixers on the money line.
Boom. I love that fucking play. Let's go.
Jazz plus 4.5 at the Grizzlies. Put me down for the Jazz, catching 4.5. I don't know why the Grizzlies are laying more than.
That's probably the play of the day.
I don't know why the Grizzlies are favored.
It's
and
got to
that's
be
why
the
I'm staying
biggest
away.
favorite the Grizzlies have been all year.
The Utah Jazz probably with basically a completely different roster are 5-0 against the spread versus the Memphis Grizzlies.
Rockets plus 8.5 at Denver is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I like Denver minus the 7.5 is what I found out this morning. I would lay it at 8.5 too.
I'll throw Lakers money line and Nuggets money line. Nice little minus 110 there.
Okay, there we go.
Feels right.
Yeah, that's actually, if you're going
I
to
don't
bet
hate
the
it.
Lakers,
Right.
take them in a money line parlay and find something else.
And then the Clippers laying 1.5 at Sacramento. Sacramento coming off a big win.
Yeah.
That's an interesting line.
Sacramento, big 1-point win against Golden State. I actually like the Clippers here at minus 130 to go in and kind of get off their own little schneid. They started out really hot, got kind of cold, moved Russ to the bench. I like it. I'm actually going with the Clippers here at minus 130.
Here we go.
Who are they starting?
Clippers
At the point guard?
Yeah,
or the Kings?
like Russell went to the bench. Who replaced him?
I'm pretty sure. I thought it was like Pat Bev. Oh, no, it's just Harden. Harden just plays point guard now.
Gotcha.
Harden's run the point.
Yeah.
So was Harden coming off the bench?
No, Harden was playing 2. Like they were running
Okay,
true
they're-
1-2.
gotcha.
And Harden now is playing the point. Paul George, it looks like, is playing the 2. Oh, no, Terrence Mann's starting. So, yeah.
There it is.
There's
Don't
Terrence
mind
Mann's
Terrence,
playing the 2.
man.
I like Terrence Mann. I think he's got good. He's a good defender.
Bruce, how many college basketball you got?
I have 3, my friend. Would you like them?
Yeah, I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right,
I
I'm
got
on.
12.
I'm on Florida at Wake Forest. Florida's 29th in the old Ken Palm rankings. Wake Forest is 83rd. That's really enough for me here. I think that they pull away. I'm on Wichita State money line at home with the Richmond Spiders coming to town. That's a long trip, and it's their second true road game this season. And I think they may be without their starting point guard as well. So I think that is a lot to overcome at Wichita State with a top 20 defense. And then I got Arkansas plus the 4.5. Maybe buy a point if you can. Obviously they got Duke coming in. Duke isn't they're not that scary.
I think Arkansas can win that game.
Yep.
I also thought that about Miami last
Just to go
night,
back to
so.
Florida, they got a 7-1 center. He's been injured. He might be back tonight. Probably not, but like maybe. That obviously would help against Wake Forest.
Fair play. I got Cleveland State catching 2.5 at Youngstown State.
Ooh,
That's
tough
a big matchup.
Tough barn rivalry game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Cleveland State there. Queens catching 3.5 at home versus Gardner Webb naturally. Radford plus 1.5 at Old Dominion.
Gotcha.
Where the fuck?
I just like how you're Canadian ass. Like, how do you know anything about any of these places? You don't.
You just gotta have eyes.
Yeah.
You gotta get eyes on it. Coastal Carolina money line versus USC Upstate. Virginia money line versus Texas A&M.
Ooh,
I like North Carolina money line at home versus Tennessee. That's a big test for UNC. We'll see
that
how
is a big
goes.
test for Old Tennessee. Tennessee's off 2 tough losses in that really stacked tournament.
Yeah, everyone's on Tennessee for some reason too. But
Yeah, because they're off 2 losses in a stacked
I'm
tournament.
gonna stick on those North Carolina boys. 6-0 Bradley money line versus Murray State.
Mm-hmm.
Utah Valley plus 2.5 at home versus Seattle.
Of course.
Love me some Utah Valley.
Cal Baptist plus 1.5 versus Southern Utah. Colorado plus 3.5 at Colorado State. I'm with you on Arkansas, Bruce. And then to finish off the night, this you just can't. You see this game, see this game on the schedule, and you just know that is a game that I need to bet on Wednesday night. Cal State Northridge plus 3.5 at Pacific.
Oh, at Pacific.
Yes,
Okay.
I think Cal State Northridge maybe wins that ball game.
Really?
Okay.
I feel like Pacific used to hang around a bit.
They do. Pacific's not bad. Cal State Northridge looking good this year.
All right. Good for Cal State Northridge.
Nikki Skate's not here. NHL, we got the Habs at the Blue Jackets. Habs are plus 110. Blue Jackets minus 130. Put me down for the Habs getting plus money on the road. Bruce, your Rangers laying 200 at home against the Red Wings. Patty Kane skated tonight, but he is not playing till next game, I believe, is the rumor I saw.
Gotcha. And he may have some team secrets from his short stint last season.
I love everyone spinning that as it was like a rivalry game because he played for 2 months on the Rangers.
Yeah, and like
It was interesting.
and like he was like really good for a week and then was just absolutely disappeared in the playoffs. Like, I don't know if anyone's losing sleep over Patty at this juncture. But, I mean, his first game back, you got to be like, whoa,
Yeah.
Patty Kane's
You
here.
got to take Patty.
But then once
he
I mean, those playoff series, though, when they're going into OT, he had, like, sunken eyes by Game 7.
that hip surgery that he had is very tough to come back from.
I can only imagine skating with a bum hip. I'm laying it with the Rangers. The last time the Red Wings came to town, it was a bit of a wonky one. The Rags won 5-3. I think that they come out aggressive after coming out flat last time out against the Sabres. Yeah, they came out just lackadaisical, lad. So I like them to get back on track tonight.
Fair play. And then the nightcap, 10:30 puck drop. Capitals, plus 175 at the Kings, minus 210. I got the Kings. Kings are 13-3-3. Put
Damn.
Kings on the 60-minute line, minus 140. I love that play tonight.
Are the Kings the new Golden Knights?
Golden Knights they lost to Edmonton last night. Also, McDavid's kind of just saying, "Don't worry, I'll put us on my back, boys, and fucking take us home."
Yeah, that was nice. That was the only bet I won last night. The Coilers. Thanks to you boys for talking me into it.
There we go. And then Europa League tomorrow. Put me down for Brighton money line at AEK. Freiburg money line versus Olympiacos. Real Betis draw no bet at Sparta Prague. Villarreal money line versus Panathinaikos. Roma money line and Marseille money line versus a struggling Ajax squad. Mitt, why don't you send us out of here, my friend?
Good for Galatasaray.
Came back.
Getting a big
Came
draw.
back twice. They were down 2-0 and 3-1.
They are a tough bunch in
Did
this
you see that
Champions
pitch
League.
today?
Jeez.
I did not know.
Ooh, that was a waterlogged pitch.
Waterlogged pitch
Oh,
in,
yeah.
in Istanbul.
There was talks of that game not happening at all.
You'll get that in Istanbul.
Send us out, Mitt.
Istanbul. All right. Shout out time. If you are persistent, you will get it. If you are consistent, you will keep it. Shout out 100 cowboy quotes.
That's a cowboy quote.
Yeah, I mean, this lady's petting a horse. Like,
All right.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
We appreciate you guys hanging out with us once again today.
Shout out.
Bruce got a shout out here.
I have 2 shout outs.
Oh,
Shout out to Ian R.
Ian R.
at I Resides and Zach P034.
They putting in time on the podcast.
Yeah, they're listening, and thank you to you two for listening and letting us know that you listen.
Attaboy, Bruce.
Genuinely appreciate it.
We appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Good luck.
God bless.
Hammer
Dahn.